Let me see. Yeah, it's happening again. So it's not every day. Ay, ay, ay. Um, the last, I would say, a couple of days, nothing's happened. Or maybe 3, 4 days, actually, I don't know. And now, all of a sudden, it's happening again. The meditation appears to be having an effect. Alright. I've been sitting here, nothing's been happening. Yeah. But as soon as this started, I got a few sniffles. Yeah. My nose is kind of blocked, but I've just meditated. Seems to be fine. Yeah. So these are, like I keep saying, little signs that they keep reminding us that we're not alone. I don't know if it is the nature of consciousness itself that I'm commenting on with this experiment, or the concept of parallel worlds. I'm not sure. Yeah. But I know that electromagnetism, yeah, is fundamental to the emergence of consciousness. It is just as fundamental as mass. Okay? Energy is just as fundamental as mass. Energy, yeah, which is to do with quantum physics, and mass, which is to do with classical physics. But then again, energy has been linked to mass, so you can use quantum physics either way, but you can't use classical physics to describe energy, the fundamental particles of energy, which is quanta. Yeah. You can't use classical physics to describe quanta. Well, not all of it anyway. Yeah. Where, to me, the way I look at it, simply, all the other subatomic particles are just debris of quanta, or it's just to say one quanta is a specific amount of energy, and this is because an electron gives off a specific amount of energy. Every electron does. Yeah. But that quanta itself there can be smaller or larger energies given off, and this is just debris. I think all they're doing is just looking at, that's why it's quantum field and quantum mechanics. All they're looking at is debris of light, electromagnetism. Yeah. And they're very careful in the way they describe a field and what electromagnetism is as well. So I know the electromagnetism, yeah, exists in our brains, because the photoelectric neurons, yeah, they discharge current, yeah, they discharge current or charged particles, and wherever there's a flow of charge, there is a magnetic field somewhere, and wherever there's a flow of charge, there's an electric field and a magnetic field. I think it's one and the same thing. So if there's an electric and a magnetic field somewhere, there's electromagnetism. So the firing of neurons is fundamental to the emergence of consciousness. Yeah, this computer runs on electrons. Yeah, electricity. Yeah, and obviously it also has a field around it, an electric field and a magnetic field. As the current is running through it, there are instantaneous magnetic fields that are created as the currents change direction. But these are predictable, just like your neuron pathways are predictable. Yeah, the magnetic field eventually settles to a shape. Now, when I meditate, the aim of my meditation is to disrupt anything that will be concentrating on doing something in my mind. We hear of people who are remote viewers, mind readers. Anybody who comes into my mind to do anything, I'm going to disrupt your concentration. Now, from having observed what happens to my computer when I do that, yeah, do I disturb your set electromagnetic field, which is dependent on the neural pathways that you have developed as an adult? I'm assuming adult, because as a child you're growing constantly, and your neural pathways are still yet to fully develop, if you like, in terms of develop into a final pattern. Yeah, you're still a pattern that's in progress. Yeah. So am I disturbing this computer's magnetic field, which in turn is disturbing the flow of current within it, which in turn is disturbing the way it describes time on the clock display that I'm looking at? Is that what's happening? And then for me, since I don't know what's happening, I'm asking the question: when someone frequents my mind, does the distortion it causes to my electromagnetic field, is the distortion something that can affect electronic devices and components out there? It's something I need to actually think about. Yeah. But anyway, I caught one. I'm just rambling on now. I'm interrupting my meditation as well. So I'll stop here. And yeah, that's it. Today is also another hit.